Miss Lewandowski, and I'm back today to teach us some more math. Today we are going to be dealing more with area. Before I dive into what we're doing today, though, I want to ask you a quick review question. So I want you to take your hands, put them right here on your head, and use that brain to really think. And I'm going to ask you if you remember what is area. Okay, use that brain and really think. Okay, when you think you got it, I want you to say it out loud. What is area? Tell me. Okay, if you said that it is the amount of space inside of a shape, give me a double high five because that is right. Area is the amount of space that is inside of a shape. Great job. Okay. Today we are going to be doing a little bit more with area, and we are going to be finding the area inside of tangram pictures. Okay, so tangrams are basically just pictures of things that are made of different shapes. Okay, you'll understand what I'm talking about when we go through our PowerPoint today. So I am going to switch on over to our PowerPoint. And like I said, we are going to be doing more with area today. So let's get right into it. So this over here, you see this star. This is an example of a tangram because it's a picture of something. It's a picture of a star, and it is made using different shapes. In this case, they're using triangles and a hexagon. Okay, so getting started, I want to find the area of this tangram picture. The unit that I'm going to use to measure is going to be a triangle, just like we did last time. Okay? And our units, remember, those are just different ways to measure something. So a unit is what we will use to measure this triangle unit. So I'm looking over at my tangram picture and I see some triangles already in it, so I know I can count those. But I also see a hexagon. Okay, I don't see any triangles in that hexagon, but I'm going to use my brain and I remember that there are actually 6 triangles in one hexagon if I split it up. Just like in this picture over here, I can split up my hexagon to show that there are 6 triangles in there. And this helps me because we're using those triangles as our unit to measure. Okay? So, looking over at this slide, I know I would take my star tangram picture and I could divide it up or split it up into the units I'm measuring with, which are our triangles. Okay? If you're a little bit ahead of the game and you don't even have to divide it up, you just know that this is 6 units and then you can count on, you can do that. But if you're still having a little bit of trouble doing that, then I suggest you divide it up so it's a little bit easier for you. Okay? And don't worry, I had to do that a lot in the beginning. I always had to divide it up because I was a little shaky with it at first, and that's totally fine. Because this is just the very beginning. Once you get that practice and you start doing it more and more, you won't need to divide it up like this because you'll just know. But since this is the beginning, I want you to try to divide it up like that. Okay? So like I said, I know my hexagon makes 6 triangles, so I can divide it up like that. So now it's a little easier to count up the area or find that space inside of my shape. Okay? Looking over here, now I would just count up all my triangles and then add them together. So start by counting with me right here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I know the area of my star picture is 12 units because it takes 12 little triangles to fill up the inside of that shape. Before I have you guys jump into your assignment for today, I want to show you one more quick example. Okay, so looking at this, we see we have a B tangram picture. Okay, we are still using our triangles as 1 unit to measure. So each triangle is 1 unit of measurement. Okay, before we start trying to figure out what the area of this B is, I want you to draw your attention right up here. Okay, so looking at this, I see that there are different shapes that show us the different area of these shapes with our unit. Okay, so for example, if I'm looking at this rhombus right here, I would know that the area is 2 units because it takes 2 triangles to fill up the inside of that shape. Okay, with our hexagon over here, we know that the area is 6 units because it takes 6 triangles to fill up the inside of that shape. Okay, and finally, if we look at our trapezoid over here, we know that the area is 3 units because it takes 3 triangles to fill up the inside of that trapezoid. So, knowing that 1 triangle equals 1 unit to measure, we're going to look at this picture. Okay, don't get freaked out because I know when you look at this, you're probably like, whoa, I barely even see any triangles. I only see 1 right here. What do we do? Well, let me tell you. We just went over up here how many triangles are in each shape. And I know looking at this picture, some of these shapes are the same. For example, I see I have a hexagon here, here, and here. I know how many triangles are in a hexagon. I see that I have some rhombus here, 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 and here. I know how many triangles there are in a rhombus. So you can use a scrap piece of paper to add up how many triangles there would be in this whole shape. Like I said, it's still the beginning, so it might be a little tricky. So what I suggest for you to do is you can divide up the shape into our little triangles. Like I said, each hexagon is 6 triangles. So I would just divide up my hexagon into 6 triangles. Each rhombus is 2 triangles, so I would just divide it up or split it up into those 2 triangles. So now it might be a little bit easier to count up and find the area of the inside of the shape because all I would have to do is count up each one of my triangles. Okay? So after looking at that for your assignment today, you're going to be given different shapes and you're going to have to find the area of the inside of the shapes. It might not already have them split up into those little triangles. You might have to use that big brain of yours to know to split it up to make it easier to count. Okay? For example, if you see a shape and it has a hexagon in it and it's not split up, you can use that knowledge you have and know, okay, I know that there's 6 little triangles in a hexagon, so I know that that area is 6. And then you could do that for all of your shapes. If you're still having a little bit of trouble, that's totally okay. Reach out to me, reach out to your teacher, and ask for help because we are here to help you, friends. Okay? Or go back and re-watch my video and that could help you also. Okay? So good luck on your assignment today. I know you can do it. Use that big old brain I know that you have in your head and go and get started. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.